watching bruceseesall.
I can't say it enough. We're living in an incredible time. If you're new to this channel is being shadow banned. This is my research. I love sharing it with you all. We're showing beautiful smoke and hazes, a lot thicker than hazes, on the surface of the moon. And often I go through these quite quickly. Let's look at this. I mean, this in itself could most likely be a video alone. And we're seeing UFOs that have shapes and forms. I'm also seeing living organisms, and why I say they're living, because they stop, they change directions, and they look like they have flapping, large sort of jelly-like wings. Look at what we are witnessing. We're witnessing a flash of a UFO or something that's over top of the smoke and haze or cloud, and that underneath a clearing opens up of several miles wide, where it shows us three objects on the surface that are stationary there. Is it a weapon system? Are they fighting with people on the moon? If there are hundreds of these UFOs or beings up there, and we even see the propulsion systems behind them, I have several hundred of captures where I confirm it, that we can see the propulsion type systems at the back. But these, we're seeing them far away, and they reoccur, and I see them a lot closer. Some of them very concerning, and of course, like a lot of you, all of you that follow me here, that watch my videos, I caught one shooting out a projectile of light. It's not concerning anyone because there's not enough people seeing the research. So what is that? It's a sinus iridum. It's a constructed object, whether it's housing or not, or an industrial, or it's a machine, or it's part of what propels the moon if it's a Dyson sphere or spacecraft. You understand there's a lot of theories that can come from this, but it remains something quite beautiful. Untouched. The image is pristine. That's up there. The moment a country declares that there is a structure in the mountain of sinus iridum and they will, near Copernicus crater, all the pipes and lines and smoking systems, it will be the biggest news that this world has and will ever witness. I'll be alive to see that happen. I'm being careful. I re-added this in. I know I talked about this at the beginning. They're bombing the effing moon, okay? Projectiles coming from these UFOs, they're bombing the surface. That could be all the smoke that's there, and it's agitating the surface, causing jellyfish-like creatures to be flying all around it. Who knows if they are harming them or not? Another best sighting. I had so many sightings. This, do you know where we are? This is just on the outskirts of Archimedes crater, like 20 miles, okay? Just on the left, Archimedes is there. So some of the things that I see can be debris, but this one is not, but some of it, of course, it can be. I'm not going to rule that out. Look at it in the bottom right. Ghostly figure illuminating itself. These guys could be possibly light beings, right? Intelligent light beings. Imagine. The government's studying that right here. They could very well be. So who's bombing the intelligent light beings? I'm not telling you I know what that is, even if it does look like an industry and lines. What's coming out the end of the lines? There's patches and piles of something blurry. It could be smoke, more pipes and tunnels coming out of an industry that's actually functional right now. So you gotta wonder who the hell is up there on the moon. It concerns national security. Never mind national security. It concerns you and me. I want to know who's up there. Observing the moon is not always fun. It takes a long time. Oop, you see that? Not much for many, but it's a lot. It's on the terminator line, past the terminator line, when the moon is half, right? Like a quarter moon. And you can see explosions happening in the darkness. On the moon itself, but in the darkness. So, listen. NASA themselves say it's near impossible to catch meteorites hitting the moon. There's one Japanese amateur video that they posted of it. It's very rare. So what are all these explosions that we're seeing? I'm still not used to seeing this. When I saw this was absolutely life-changing. Seeing not only UFOs or what looked like biological creatures, but clouds smokes and hazes with flashes and even structures that are appearing under these clouds, all the pipes that are connecting to the craters. There's nothing natural on that surface of the moon. In the lunar atmosphere, the gifts that I get every time I go up with a telescope to film something, they're not easy to see. As you can see, I am extremely close to Archimedes crater. That's the edge on the left there, and on the right something flying by, but they're coming out of Archimedes crater. They're also coming out of Copernicus crater. All craters that I'm analyzing. Look at the bugs, giant whatever the hell it is on the left. Do you see them inside of the crater swimming around in the center? There's life up there. And if NASA's up there doing tests and bombing the damn place and dropping shit all over the surface of the moon, are they killing anyone? Are they hurting anyone? Look at that on the right there. Glowing ghost or orb. Literally what is not being talked about in the UFO reports. Not one mention of any UFO or activity on the moon. As a matter of fact, the Artemis programs were canceled. They were not canceled, but they will be. They were set back. See that one on the left that just came out there? There's another one on the right there. Those objects are alive. What, can I call that a UFO? This is Eratosthenes crater with smoke or cloud cover over top of it. Oh yeah, it's a relatively very deep lunar impact crater. It lies on the boundary between Mare Imbrium and Sinus Icetum Mare. It forms the western terminus of the Montes Apenninus mountain range, which is the highest elevated point on the moon. Now watch the next video I'm going to show you. Let me know what you think of this. It's two objects together, and they are meeting up with other patches of objects going by one after the other, looking much like cloud cover. And you know, this giant jellyfish-like object, what else can it be? If not, it could be quite simply debris, right? That's why it's important to analyze the characteristics. This is pretty incredible. It's going through a magnificent patch of clouds, literally what it looks like. There's another object beside it, and yeah, we're talking about biological creatures and living organisms that are possibly bioluminescent. Imagine that. We can think of that, you know, like the beautiful creatures that are here in our oceans. Who says that they're not coming here from the bloody moon? They can come here with precipitation, can they not? Paul Sabo, Pat Yassar, Darla Lama, Ruth Kelly, everyone who contributed, gifting out the memberships, and every way you have, Kristen Kruger, Michelle Preston. Thank you so much for the generous contributions, everyone. Thank you, Eric Dubé. Merci pour tout. Aliens on the moon. When are they going to tell the world? Come on, Pentagon. Aliens on the moon. Aliens on the moon. And they're mining. Thank you very much for the support to this channel. Everyone, thanks for the generous contributions, and thanks for watching the videos. Aliens up down on the moon. They may be even coming right here soon. Aliens are mining on the moon. Yes, they are up there. Doesn't matter, cause disclosure's coming soon. Disclosure's coming